Hello everyone and welcome back to some Gold Rush. Today we're going to be continuing our dig. If you've been following along on the YouTube series, well, you know that we're not making a whole heck of a lot of money. And if you tuned in for the last stream, you'll know that we did actually make a halfway decent amount of gold. And so far I have only sold some of it so that we can continue to pay the workers that we've got out and about. I've also gone out and purchased hog pans for each of the other places, and I'm going to see about assigning some folks to work for me. And I think 60% is a good cutoff for people to hire. There's a 62 and a 64. So let's go ahead and assign some folks. Unassigned. Quick note. I did decide to go ahead and rent out the other two places because you kind of need it. You kind of really need it. And there's basically no downside to it. Okay, so we've got these guys working over here. I think one of the first things I want to buy is a shaker. I've got 16K. I've got almost enough to really make it work. Let's go ahead and get stuff started. I also topped off all the fuel so that you guys don't have to sit through just adding fuel. I do know it's a semi-interesting part of the game, and I didn't want to like cut you guys completely out of it, but I did kind of also want to let you guys hang out without having to fuss about, you know, what goes where and all that jazz. Because personally, adding in that fuel is not the most fun part for me. Oh, wrong button. Dang it. That button is too darn close. If and when you guys show up, shoot me a message. I want to see who's in chat. That did not work. That absolutely does not work. Okay, let's give that another scoop try. There we go. That looks a lot better. Oh, wrong button. Dang it. Life happens. Get used to it. Oh, and I forgot to start us up some music. I'll get that taken care of ASAP. Once again, I am using Pretzel, and Pretzel here should be letting us know what we're listening to. So if you're interested in what we're hearing, it should show up in chat. I've got it set up to put it over on Twitch. We're making good headway. It looks like our workers are doing a good job too. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the gear that we've got going. I think this is about as good as we can do at this tech level. And it would be really nice to be able to pull out a loan and just get all the stuff that we need for the next tech level all at one go. That ain't gonna happen. Like I've mentioned before, it's a little broken. And there's not a whole bunch I can do about that. So I've been told they are going to be fixing that here fairly soon. But instead what I'm doing is I'm compensating with a couple of extra workers. It's probably my only way to do that. And I guess if the workers work out, we're not going to even need to worry about them fixing that loan, because we will have the money that we need. There we go. Current track is up over on Twitch. How is that going through so slow? Is that something that got changed in a recent update? I didn't see an update. That may be a thing that happened. We're at 99%. Let's go ahead and cut that off and start working the wavetable. Or the magnetite separator and then the wavetable. Okay, so you've got no power. Go ahead and grab you, attach you, you're on. Boom. Oh no! We need to stop that. We need to pull out our dirt and toss it. We're not like throwing it away. We had to move it so that we don't lose the magnetite that we have been collecting. And I did decide to go out and get a couple of extra buckets just in case, because we don't have that magnetite trailer yet. That is high on the priorities list. You know what, guys? I am not feeling this track. It may be time to swap it up a bit. Next one. That'll work. So, just a note, on these piles that this thing is leaving, we should be able to just take those straight to the magnetite separator. Okay, where am I going? Going back over here. Oh, forgot to kick that back on. It happens. It happens. I just didn't want to overflow the gold bucket. I feel like we need a couple of grand more, or an ounce or two more, before we buy the shaker. Because like I said, we're gonna buy this piece by piece. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick a NPC digger over on the shaker while we wait. Hey, Gun Jam, how's it going, bud? Making some good headway over here. Oh, overfilling again. Got a bad habit of doing that. Pizza is late. Oh no! Late pizza is always a bad thing. Oh, come on. This thing can move faster than this? Oh, man. So, they introduced the conveyor, and I'm super excited to get into that. I feel like if it made it all the way down here, I could keep that thing fed. Because it handles a whole dump truck. I did see somebody using a dump truck on it, and it handles a whole dump truck real nice. Okay, we are almost full. Only a couple more scoops before we have to empty her out again. Boom. Time to refill. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the next thing, the front end loader, because it's gonna make clearing out that space so much easier. Oh, you can do it. Boom, 90%. That is exactly what we were looking for. Let's see if the wave table does. What? Oh, wait. How does that not have any... Oh, no. How does that not have water? Is that what's been going on? Oh, man. I wasted a whole bucket of pay dirt. Or processed pay dirt. Because the water wasn't on. I swear the water was on. But now it's not. That's weird. Gold's going up. Gold's going up real good. One more bucket, and then we will continue. We'll go buy that shaker. Okay, it's got to get below 30% or so before I can add more, so I don't overfill it. Yeah, that was kind of close. How much gold do we have? We have 43%. Got 6 ounces of gold. That's good. That's very good. Oh no, so close. Stupid button. So close to everything else. It's nice that it's convenient. It sucks that it's too close. I feel like that was not a full load. No, it wasn't a full load. There we go. Ah! I need to... Oh! That's a good thing that didn't happen. It's time to cut you off. Empty you back out again. And then I think we're going to make a quick trip to town. And in that quick trip to town, we're going to sell some stuff and we're going to buy some other stuff. Boom. Hello, new person. Say something in chat so I know who's here. I'm glad you stopped by either way. Okay, it is time to cut everything off and make a run to town. We can sell some things. Start you back up so that you're on next time we come back. Oh hey, we get another new buddy. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I gotta cut the water off down there. Boom. Road trip time. Now, where did we put that truck? There it is. Where I always put it. Why did I have to ask? Man, we've got almost 8 ounces now. We were making some good progress back there. We'll be able to buy that shaker in no time. Almost messed up that turn. So if you're in the stream and I haven't already given you a shout out, say something in chat so I can give you a shout out. I will let you know how happy I am that you guys are here with me mining for gold. Okay, first things first, let's go sell this gold. I'm gonna try putting it into a bar again, just because. I've got a feeling that while selling ore was profitable, it may be better to go ahead and put it into a bar. It is slightly more inconvenient to sell, but not by like a whole bunch. Oh, melt the gold, 8 ounces. Good stuff. Go sell it and see what it's going to take to buy a shaker. Now, I remember from back when we first put in the hog pan, or first moved away from the hog pan, that it didn't have to be totally hooked up for somebody to be able to work it. So I'm going to attempt to do the same thing here. I mean, it couldn't hurt. There we go, we've got 23 grand. Let's see, do we need any buckets? I think we're okay on buckets, but we're gonna need more soon, so I'm gonna pick up a few of those. See if there's anything else over here that we could really use. We got new workers available. Okay, we don't need any more of those. We should be fine unless we need to extend it. Hoses are good. Hog pan pumps, good. Let's grab some buckets. That's a lot of buckets. But, you know, just in case. Just in case. And how much is this magnetite trailer? We seem to be making a lot of that. Go ahead and pick one up. Can't hurt. Now, I still have to figure out how to use that stuff. Oh, I gotta pay for stuff. Yeah, I can't leave without paying. Oh, no. My buckets out here? Yeah, my buckets are out here. Since they dropped the price on these, there's no point in not having too many, you know? Especially since that is our primary means of storing magnetite for the moment. Luckily enough, they disabled physics in the bed of the truck, so we are not going to lose that bucket that looks like it's trying to make a getaway. There we go. That's close enough. I can shove it on. Boom. We have a magnetite trailer. Oh, I know what we were short. Oh, wrong way. I got turned around in the turnaround. We need some short cables. Four meter? I think it was maybe the 4 meter. No, it was the 5 meter. And grab a few extra just in case we break. Boom. Okay, if I remember correctly, we do have enough for a shaker. Okay, got all that stuff, and we should be able to move the shaker. Okay. Let's go buy the shaker. We'll buy all the other pieces one by one, just because. The 13,000, we need one of those. Add you. We'll go ahead and move it over. Pay for it and move it over, see how much money we've got left. I want at least a couple of grand still in the bank. There we go. Got about 5K left. It's about to be base shaker. Move it over. Arnold parcel, 1,500. We've got $3,400. We do still need to buy these sluice boxes and stuff. They're cheap, but moving them will be expensive. So I'm gonna hold off on those for a hot minute. And I'm probably, oh, wrong button, sorry. Probably going to go ahead and sell up the ore that we've already got mined out here recently while we made the trip to town. Just so I can make sure everybody gets paid like they're supposed to. A very important part of running a business is making sure everybody gets paid. Hey Danny, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. What brings you to my channel? Well, I mean, obviously, the stream. But anything else stand out to you? Oh, I hit a wall. Such things happen. I'm not the biggest fan of how this truck drives, but compared to a lot of games, this game gets it pretty right. I guess I've just been spoiled by too much spin tires, because spin tires really gets things right. Well, at least for a mud running simulator. I gotta say, I miss playing Forza on the Xbox. That was one of my first games. I didn't care for it to start with, but then I got to where I really, really liked it. I'm kind of sad that I don't have the most recent. Hey Neo Wolf, how's it going, man? It's been a while. So how's your Warframe stuff going, bud? There we go, our shaker is in. We do need to go ahead and plug that in. let's drop this off. Need to drop off these chains over here next to the shaker so we can get it moved. Oh yeah. I forget. I think you told me what happened to your PC, but I don't remember, and I apologize for that. But yeah, it's good that you get a chance to play on the weekends. Hey Matt. No, I don't have a mod. Awesome. Thanks for asking, Danny. I am doing just fine, and I'm glad to be here with you guys. Wait, gotta turn the engine off. Can't forget to do that. Hang on, I'm gonna adjust my music. Never had a PC, so no worries. Well, I gotta say, buying a PC was one of the best things I've done. I really enjoy PC gaming. I'm not hating on consoles, because I used to be a console fanatic. But I'm not quite so much a console fanatic anymore. Like I said, nothing against it, it's just I spent a lot of money on my PC, so I didn't have enough money for the most recent consoles. I have another bucket full of magnetite dirt somewhere. There it is, it blended in. So those of you who follow me on YouTube, just kind of keep track of what's going on. You'll know that my PC recently broke down, or actually was hit by a power surge, and it died. So I am now on the new PC, and I'll be posting the specs up for it here fairly soon. Did want to share that with you. Yeah, trust you. I know I can't wait. I've been waiting with waiting for a PC for more than a decade. Finally got a chance to get one. Yeah. If you need some help, I can point you in the right direction for some really good tools for building a PC and some good places to get your parts. Next year. So next April, you'll be making a PC parts list? Cool. Oh, and Danny. Cool. I didn't know I had anybody from Syria that was interested in what I do. Thanks for stopping by. Oh no, I'm stuck. So yeah, you guys might not know this because I don't talk about it a whole bunch, but building PCs and working on PCs is a huge passion of mine. I love doing it. It's like Legos when you're a kid, except more expensive and easier to break. Yeah, PC Part Picker. You've already made your list on PC Part Picker? That is a very good resource. Don't take its word as law though, because it is absolutely not perfect, but it is a very good starting point, especially if you've never built a PC before. I used PC Part Picker to pick out all the parts for my current PC, the new one, but I did find some much better prices other places online, than it listed. The prices are a little bit out of date. Like, they do their best to keep up with everything, but nobody's perfect. Okay, so you've got it based. You've got an Intel-based build. Neat. No, wait, not Intel. Sorry, I misread that. An AMD-based build. That's actually what I'm currently running. I'm running an AMD 1700, the Ryzen processor, with 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM. It's nice. I also sprung for the 1080, so those few games that you guys saw me struggling with, that's not going to be a thing anymore. It's going to be so much smoother. I think it's probably a really good thing that you're waiting until middle of next month, middle of next year, to buy your PC. Because right now, it's kinda hard to find the AMD graphics cards. I've never been a huge fan of AMD graphics cards. I don't have anything against them. They weren't quite my cup of tea. I am wholeheartedly Team Green. Those are good. Should have 2 more. I am still paying attention. I just got a tiny bit distracted. Hey, what did you say last? Well, how I saw, including the PC parts and keyboard and all that stuff, should be between 1,500 and 2,000 euros. I gotta ask, what monitor did you decide to go with? Because that's a pretty big part. Not that I'm waiting, it's just that I'll get the money because I've got some religion thing in April, Croatian's tradition to give money, whatever, there's something like that. Okay, yeah. That's neat. I don't know anything about that. I absolutely love learning about new things, and that's not something I was aware of. Either way, still really cool. Yeah, we got the shaker off the ground. Yeah, you know what? Since you're in my Discord, I think since it's something I really enjoy. Oh, nice laptop. i7, 8 gigs of RAM. That's a solid setup. But like I was saying, since you're sitting in my Discord, I might go ahead and put you together a parts list of stuff that I've got personal experience with. Because the build, my last build cost me about $1,500, not counting the monitor, keyboard, mouse, and all that. But I think we could put together something that you'd be really happy with. Have you ever built a PC before? The thing is, I was trying to get a good PC while trying to save as much money as I could. Yeah, that is entirely possible. The GTX 1070, I think, is still one of the best places to be for price to performance in a graphics card. Until AMD comes out with their consumer grade cards. I think that's the biggest caveat there. AMD has been known for their cheap stuff. It's good stuff, but it's cheap. And I like to support them. I gotta say, going from that i7 7600K to the processor I've got now, the 1700, it is so much better when it comes to rendering videos. I have everything off. Okay, you've got water, but... Okay, good. Let's see... You've never built one. Oh yeah, drop that link in the Discord and I will check out your parts list. I'm sure you've got an excellent one set up. Okay, morning time, we've got about 2K. Let's see if we can hire somebody else before we head into town so that we can continue to pay people. Let's see, awaiting 43, 40, 52, 40, 34, 66, and 45. 66 sounds like a good number to me. Let's go ahead and hire this guy. And yeah, there we go. So we've got one extra person doing some work. Let's go pay him. And I forgot to drop off the buckets. It'll be fine. I'm not going to buy anything else while I'm in town. You know, I really hope you guys are enjoying the Gold Rush stuff that I've been putting out. I know I've been putting out a lot of those and kind of neglecting my summer car, but that last episode was kind of rough. And I want to say I have already made it back to right before where we crashed. And that's where I'm going to start our next episode, so you guys don't miss out on anything. But I figured having me look for another leak the exact same way, probably none too interesting. And we've burned through $4,000 real quick. You know, we really could hire a couple of more folks. Just, I don't want to pick up anybody under 60%. That's a really important number right there. Because the lower the percentage, well, that's a percentage of the day. So somebody who works 60% of the day, even if they cost a little bit more, is worth it because they're constantly making us more money. Make us a gold bar. Gold. And we have a 2-ounce gold bar. That should be about $2 grand. Posted it in Discord. Awesome. I will check that out at the end of the stream. I'm planning on going for an hour, hour and a half, and I've been at it for 45 minutes, so it'll probably be about another 45 minutes before I get a chance to check that out. Go ahead and sell some gold bars. Sell that one, 2,400. Yes! They're making our money back. Oh, I'm so used to cutting the engine off when I get into it. I mean, on when I get into it, I just cut it off. Okay, so 5 grand, we should be able to pay the guys for the rest of the day fairly easily. I like that we're filling up that magnetite trailer. I hear that it's very profitable. Okay, yeah, that'll work. I'll see about stopping by the Discord after the stream. Speaking of, I probably need to go grab that link and share it out. that was close. Almost spun out there. Yeah. So, I had planned on recording and releasing all the footage from me building my current PC, but it didn't quite work out that way. I don't have a tripod, which is something I do need to get. So I was not able to get a good angle on it. So the recording is essentially non-existent. Let's see, what did I need to do next? Oh yeah, grab that link. I will be right back with that link. I'll just get you guys a fresh link. Let's see. Copy. Your internet has been worse these days. Usually, well, my internet has been better from usual these days for some reason. Yeah, that'll happen. So, anybody who's interested in joining me over in the Discord, there's the link. Okay, let's get some gold moving again. Actually, it would help if we started up the water pumps and stuff first. On, and we'll get the other one when we get down there. So, now that I've got a handful of you guys sitting around here, what do you think of the music? Like 300 kilobytes per second isn't bad, and now it's even worse? I don't know. It's been a while since I had internet at 300K. I thought you guys were supposed to have amazing internet. Actually be happy because my neighbor has 100 kilobytes when it's on a good day. So, yeah. That sounds very not fun. Yeah, I've got, let's see, 50 megabyte per second internet, or megabit per second internet, and I am super stoked to have that. At my last house, I did have a lot more though. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Because the countries are reasonably small, it's easier to wire the whole place. At least that's what I've been hearing. I could be very wrong. Come on, I just want a good bite. So, funny story. The town I moved away from just got fiber. Hopefully, I'll be getting some fiber here soon. So, Croatia is a tourism-based country, and because of that, it became a dead country. But maybe I read that wrong. Let's see. The thing is, Croatia is based on tourism because it came a dead country. That doesn't sound like fun. Meaning more nature, smaller towns, etc. Yeah. I could absolutely see that. You know, to be perfectly honest, I like small towns. I would maybe never leave a small town if I had a good job and good internet. That's probably my biggest criteria right there. There's a town I lived in, and it was right next to a huge lake with public access. And I gotta say, I miss that place a whole heck of a lot. There's nothing like just skipping school and going to the lake. Not that you should skip school, but being able to is just the best. Okay, by dead country, I mean our politicians are worse than other country politicians. Okay, to be perfectly honest, I know very little about your country and your politicians. But just let me ask you this one thing. Have you seen Donald Trump? Oh man, he has been all over the internet, and man, I wish the news had something better to say, because I don't want to hear more about what he's been doing to mess up everybody else. And I do have to say, I am glad that you aren't out in Catalan, because I hear that is just the worst right now. You know what? I should absolutely find out what I can do for those folks over in Catalan. I don't really make anything on this channel, but if I had a way to chip in, like using whatever little bit of influence I have here, yeah, I would love to be able to use, like I said, whatever influence that I've got here to help out in any way that I can. Let's see. Croatian politics want to start a war against America because of him. See, and that right there is a lot of why I am very much not a fan. I mean, as if I needed another reason to not particularly care for the current president. And yes, I will absolutely check the internet as soon as I am done here, because I like to be informed. Like I mentioned before, I love to learn new things, and that's not something I know anything about. Eight, 9, and probably full. 99%. Go for 100. 100%. Cool. Go clean this out. So, as far as I know, Croatians don't, like, English is not a native language over there. So getting news about Croatia may be just a tiny bit difficult for me. If you know of any good places for me to go get that information, please share, because I'd love to find out. But in short, there's barely any jobs in Croatia, and the only reason Croatia still exists is because of tourism. The fact that we actually care about our land. Really good to hear that you care about your land. Unfortunately, I'm from a country that doesn't really care about their land and is ruining the world by how little it cares. I know, first world problem. But still. I hope things start getting better. I've got a friend from the Ukraine that was telling me pretty much the same story about the Ukraine. How it's a mostly just tourist destination more than anything. You know, to be honest, I don't have enough experience with that sort of thing to really have a whole bunch of input on it. Although, I would like to be more informed. Let's see. You'd be surprised when you hear about Croatian history. You know, I really would, because that's not a subject we covered in school, and I haven't really made an effort to go find out more about Croatia. To be perfectly honest, I'm not even entirely sure that my teachers knew you guys existed. And that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. It tells you a little bit about the state of my education. Right now, though, I am a map dude. I like to make maps. So, I may do some of my research by, like, doing some maps or reading some maps. I think maps are a really good way to share information, especially if it's got a location in the world. It's a good way to get and share information about stuff. See, now this is probably wrong, but I believe in America, for giving a kid max is child abuse. You know, honestly, some places it is. I'm not gonna lie. Some places that is considered child abuse. Where I'm from the southern United States. That's just good parenting here. I mean, you don't want to hurt the kid, like, at all, but you do need to get your message across, and they need to be able to remember it. And I gotta say, pain is a powerful motivator. Yeah. Let's see, what do you have? As for teacher, I told a bit about Croatian history to some Americans. They just kept saying, but wait, Croatia exists? And I don't know where you could get information, because all I learn is just by talking to people. I will absolutely make an effort to learn more about your home country, because, like I said, I love to learn, and that's a place that I can grow. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Child abuse is not a thing to be laughed at. It's not a thing to be taken lightly. But discipline and child abuse are two totally different things. But there is a very fine line separating the two. Yeah. So you're saying one thing I'm definitely grateful for is my dad beating me for all the dumb things that I did? Yeah, I absolutely second that. Like, I would not be the person I am today without a good readjustment every now and then. And I don't regret it. I did stupid stuff, and that was probably the only way I was gonna learn. So, I mean, yeah, I'm absolutely not against a good spanking every now and then, if it is truly deserved. My parents did this thing where if they were mad at me, they would not spank me. They would not hit me at all. If something I did made my mom very, very angry, it would be my dad that spanked me. He'd be informed about what I did that deserved it, and he'd be the one that dealt out the punishment. So I was never hit in anger. That is a very, very important dividing line between child abuse and discipline. I was disciplined. I was not abused. Almost. That's probably gonna fill up. What's next? We've got shadows. What? Whoa, it seems as though we had a slight technical difficulty in the stream. I don't see any issues over on my side, but it looked like the stream just blipped out for a second. So anyway, as we come back, Neo Wolf was saying, in fact, it's probably discipline and tradition that kept Croatia alive all these years. When you see what we went through in history to keep our land, you'll see why we got into NATO so quickly. See, I'm very poorly informed on that. I'm gonna have to find out, Is the stream holding up good for you guys? Because my YouTube stream seems to be doing some very odd things. Could be because I'm the one streaming it. Oh, go back in the hole. Boom. There we go. I mean, I can give you an example if you want. Sure, go right ahead. I'm not going to complain. Stream is running on 14, no, it's running on 144p. Yeah, you know what? If it keeps doing this, I'm gonna call the stream early and upload the video on demand so that if you guys want to come back and check it out in higher quality, you can. Because I know I don't care for a slow stream. That said, it looks like I may be getting fiber in my neighborhood, so that's going to be a problem of the past here soon. Yeah, it's not moving. I turned it off, didn't I? Yeah, looking at OBS, I've got green signal, good speed. Oh, there it goes. It just dipped. It just dipped a lot. Yeah. Well, I think that's where I'm going to call the stream because I really don't think you guys want to hang out and see that kind of quality. And I will upload this video on demand so that you guys can see it in its full unadulterated glory without all the cutting in and out. Thank you guys for joining me. Neo Wolf, I will meet you over in the Discord. Anybody else wants to come hang out in the Discord for a bit, here is the link. And I will see you guys in the next one.